Welcome to Defense News Plus. HAL's light utility helicopter was back in Ladakh for another round of trials. An upgraded version was to test a modified tail rotor as requested by the Indian Army after observations from the previous round of tests. The indigenous light utility helicopter will be ready to replace hundreds of legacy Cheetah and Chetak helicopters in Army. Two HAL light utility helicopter prototypes landed in Ladakh on 19th August for the final capability demonstration for the Indian Army and Indian Air Force before the orders are placed. The helicopters have been flying sorties between Leh forward airfields like Daulatbeg Oldi and even super high altitude helipads at the Siachen Glacier in their final stretch of final tests to meet the armed forces requirement of nearly 200 such helicopters. A light utility helicopter prototype operated from the world's highest airfield at Daulatbeg Oldi in September last year. The light utility helicopter achieved initial operational clearance in February, followed by final operational clearance planned for next year. Both the IAF and the Indian Army have expressed confidence in starting procurement procedures. Most work towards final operational clearance will focus on systems and automatic flight control system work until the services issue their request for quotation with firm requirements. Next update, the 5th edition of the India-Japan Maritime Bilateral Exercise will be held in the Arabian Sea between the Indian Navy and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force from 6 to 8 October. JIMEX 21 aims to develop a common understanding of operational procedures and enhance interoperability across the entire spectrum of maritime operations. Multifaceted tactical exercise involving weapon firings, cross-deck helicopter operations, and complex surface anti-submarine and air warfare drills will consolidate coordination developed by the two navies. Guided Missile Stealth Destroyer INS Kochi and Guided Missile Frigate INS Teg under the command of Rear Admiral Ajay Kochar, who is the flag officer commanding the Western Fleet, will represent the Indian Navy. The Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force will be represented by an Izumo-class helicopter carrier Kaga and a guided missile destroyer Murasame led by Rear Admiral Ikeuchi Izuro. Dornier Maritime Patrol Aircraft Integral Helicopters, Pietai Long-Range Maritime Patrol Aircraft and MiG-29K fighter aircraft will take part in the joint naval drill. JIMEX 21 will increase the cooperation and mutual confidence between the two navies and fortify the long-standing bond of friendship between the two nations. Next update, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is hopeful to have the contract to supply the LCA Tejas as lead-in fighter trainer configuration to the Royal Australian Air Force. The Royal Australian Air Force had floated a tender in June 2020 for a new advanced jet trainer to replace its aging BAE System Hawk 127 lift aircraft. According to the RFI, the aircraft performance and the aircraft mission systems that bridge between the pilot training system and fast jet conversion courses will be critical requirements. The LCA Tejas aircraft can be an excellent export prospect if strategized in terms of cost, on-time delivery and product support, but the global market is extremely competitive and is exceptionally difficult for new entrants. An integrated effort is needed that combines foreign policy, military diplomacy, and aggressive defense marketing and cooperation. While the Tejas Mk1 and Mk1A become the most affordable high-performance aircraft and best value for money, the trainer by itself has immense potential. The Tejas trainer is an ideal aircraft for the lift role for all air forces. Next update, MBDA General Delegate India Boris Solomiak stated working with HAL and the integration of the MISTRAL ATAM system on the DHRUV and the light combat helicopter has been successfully completed. MBDA has formed a joint venture with Larsen & Toubro to deliver a series of important missile programs under the Make in India category. MBDA and Bharat Dynamics Limited have agreed to establish a new facility in Hyderabad to assemble, test the Asura next generation close combat missile. Indian firms now supply key components for new missiles that are increasing the combat power of the Indian Air Force. Indian industry today manufactures 15 major sub-assemblies of Mica missiles such as mechanical, electrical, electromechanical and pyrotechnic items. MISTRAL ATAM is based on the MISTRAL missile with its fire and forget engagement mode, ease of operation and unrivaled kill probability. The system is based on two launchers, each bearing two missiles, and can be connected to the helicopter's combat system when mounted on the combat helicopters or through simplified control equipment if installed on multipurpose helicopters. The system can be operated within the whole flight envelope of the launch helicopter at speeds of up to 200 knots and at altitude exceeding 15,000 feet. Next update, India is working on the intelligence surveillance target acquisition and reconnaissance program with the United States under the DTTI project. An ISTAR aircraft uses artificial intelligence integrated onboard sensors and advanced processing rapidly at long range to provide critical information on enemy movements, dispositions, and communications in real time, equipping commanders with a clear, multifaceted picture of the changes in the battlefield to take the right decisions. The platform can help track mobile ground targets, map natural disaster areas, monitor vessels to enforce maritime embargoes, and keep an eye on the activities near borders, littoral areas, and can provide battlefield management, command and control processing capability, helping in planning and executing missions. India's ISTAR will use multiple intelligence technology. Data from multiple sensors across the spectrum will be combined to draw a complete picture of the situation on the battlefield. Such a system also provides more coverage than a radar-only system. The DRDO Center for Airborne Systems has been working on the sensors package required for the development of the platform. The Indian ISTAR aircraft is likely to be based on the Canadian Bombardier Global Express business jet platform. That's it for today. If you like our work, then please hit the like button, share this video, and do subscribe this channel to get the notification of the next video. Thank you.